What's good, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for stopping by today. So the video you're about to see is one that I shot this past weekend. Brother Troy and I made a trip up to the Dallas area to visit Justin from BBQ MANIAC. And he actually had Harry Sue from BBQ Pitmasters come over to his house and hang out. And he invited Brother Troy and I to come up there, so we did. Let me just tell you guys right off the bat, it was an amazing weekend. It was an awesome weekend. For me, Harry Sue there's two pitmasters that I've looked up to the most in the barbecue world. And one of them is Harry Sue. And to get the opportunity to actually meet him and hang out with him, it's just like mind-blowing for me. And I'm extremely grateful to Justin over at BBQ MANIAC for extending the invite. Man, it just meant the world to me. So the video that you're about to see is just a lot of footage that I shot while we were there. It's kind of like all over the place. There was just so much going on that you know, I decided, Justin on his channel, if you visit his channel, and I'll leave a link below to his channel, when you visit his channel, he has like the main video. So a lot of the footage that I shot, that Troy shot, and Kenneth from What's New Barbecue, a lot of our footage is behind the scenes stuff. So it kind of jumps around, but you know, there was just, again, so much going on that for us it was really tough to get a, you know, one video that just kind of streamed perfectly. So we just had to shoot a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So the video you're about to see is pretty long. Again, I try to break it down as much as I can, but it's just, in my opinion, this is one of those once in a lifetime videos. So I'm okay with it being this long. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You can watch part of it, come back later, skip it, whatever. But this, you know, again, this is just one of those once in a lifetime videos, and I'm gonna go ahead and upload it. I'm gonna run with it, and you know, give you guys a behind the scenes of what went on this weekend. So if you're like Brother Lyle over at No Hippie Barbecue, get your popcorn ready. But you might need it. But again, my videos are never ever this long. And if it isn't a live video, but I wanted to keep all this footage in there because I wanted you guys to kind of see the behind the scenes stuff of how this all works. Anyway, I'm talking too much. I'm gonna shut up. Let's get into this video. Boom! What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Listen, I'm going on a little road trip and decided to bring you guys along. However, I'm not on this road trip alone. Check out who's with me.
Hey everybody.
Brother Troy, that's right. Brother Troy, T-Roy Cooks, and I are, we got to be on the I-10 by 10. And we're going to head up north and meet up with a few other folks that I think you guys are going to recognize, and a special guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're going to have to wait till till the rest of this video to find out. So we're going to hang out, and you know, we'll do some filming, we'll do some cooking, and it should be a good time. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We got a few hour drive, I reckon. So I will, you know, just pick up as we're along the way. Stay tuned.
In 2.8 miles, take exit 42090 to merge onto Dallas North Tollway.
Three and a half hours later. Actually made good timing. We are here. Whoa, shit.
Got that on video.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Oops. I didn't know we were so close to this edge here. Open Brother Troy's door and hit the side. Let's get some stretching in. Let's see if we can go find them. Made it! What's up, brother?
Bring a hug?
Yes, yes. Bring it in, bring it in.
Glad you can make it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Look who we found.
Hey guys.
So we're here finally.
It's gonna be a good day.
I know. It's gonna be a great
Okay.
weekend.
Did you tell them what we're doing yet?
No, I
Okay.
haven't said anything.
Okay. It's gonna be fun.
So yeah, it should be fun. We're gonna get
Good
settled in, and then we'll pick back up. What's up, you guys? We are at Justin's Baby Back Maniac. He and Troy made a quick run to the store, I believe, is where they're going. And I'm staying behind because we got some ribs on the PRIMO right here that I'm cooking for tonight. I'm doing these ribs comp style. Justin wanted to taste my competition ribs, so that's what I'm doing today. Let's take a look at these ribs. So we just put them on about 15 minutes ago, so they're still fresh, you know, still got a ways to go. This is what they look like on the PRIMO ceramic cooker. So these should be really, really good once they're done. And this is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. Alright, you guys, these ribs have taken on some color. We've got some pullback. We're 2 hours into this cook. Now it's going to be time to wrap. Got my wrap set up over here. We're going to take these ribs, get them in there, and get them wrapped up. All right, so these ribs have been going for 3:30. We're out right about 4 hours. We did wrap them. I did sauce them. So they've been set like this for about 10-15 minutes. I want to add a little bit of rib candy to them, and then let that set for about 15 minutes. Then we'll pull them off and get to eating. Put them up.
Oh my gosh, they're so tender.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. I don't care if there's no smoke ring. Really
Well, it's
good.
got a light smoke ring. Not bad, but look good.
It tastes really good. What's my first bite, first impression? Amazing.
So we'll get to tasting. All right, so it is, what time is it? I don't even know.
12:41.
12:41 in the morning, and we're making space, getting everything set up for tomorrow, well, later today when Harry shows up. So we'll have 2 Weber Smoky Mountains set up here. We got the Barbecue Guru running one, and we have another Barbecue Guru running another one, and then we'll be also cooking on the PRIMO here tomorrow. So it's late, but we want to make sure we get everything set up ready to go, so in the morning we don't have a whole lot to do, because we're going to start really early, right? That's my guess.
Yeah, probably 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30 in the morning. So just making space, clearing everything out, and getting everything ready, and maybe we'll get a couple hours to sleep. We'll see. Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday morning, and we're waiting on Harry to get here and just getting things set up with Troy.
It's early, folks.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, it's like a little after 7, I think. So we're gonna wait for Harry to get here. I think he's bringing some food. So we'll have a little breakfast, I guess, hang out for a bit, talk about the game plan for today, and get the day underway. Stick
We
around.
were talking about that last night.
Yeah. When my phone grows up, he wants to be one of these things. Right? Man, that's fancy. Oh, this is the ADD. This is the good one that you see all those YouTubers on internet, right? This is the big kahuna they buy, right?
Yeah.
It's a super duper what do you call a quality camera, right? So
Yeah.
we got a 22, we got a Guru, kettles. Wow, you got them all. You buy stock in Weber or something?
Not yet.
always do it kind of way. I always show food coming on, food coming off, or charcoal going in, charcoal coming out. That way, you know, I don't have to like, you know, people complain like, hey, the guy's got mold on his grates here. What's he shooting a YouTube video?
It's like, I get two questions all the time. One is, which cooker should I buy? And how do you keep your grills so clean?
Okay. Well, I just came back from Weber, and they gave me a tour of the R&D facility.
Cool.
And I met all the design engineers, and I told them that I have a #1 request from Weber. I want a self-cleaning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if you guys can take advantage of all 4 of you.
Well, we're cooking lunch.
Oh, okay, even better.
They're also going to do a rib contest amongst themselves.
Wonderful. So
We
we
got a
have
lot going on, and then
we have three potential YouTube videos going on. One is a rib throwdown. One is a cooking lunch.
Are you filming?
One is a brisket. All right.
Yeah, we're all YouTubers.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. What I meant is that we've got 4 different shows going on,
Yes.
shot in one take. Right.
Yes.
Why not? Right. That's
Yeah.
always good.
Yeah, that's usually what.
And I'm shooting you guys. I'm doing a profile on you guys also, if you don't mind. Just do a
course.
5-10 minute shoot. You know,
Yeah.
tell the world kind of how people get started in barbecue.
And Dave's going to shoot a what he calls Taco Tuesday.
The objectives of a backyarder are different than that of a competitor. If you're a backyarder, right, you're interested in yield because your poker buddies want to be fed. But as a competitor, I'm not interested in yield. I'm interested in basically getting the best possible 6 slices.
Right.
And burn ends, you guys know what burn ends, right? Burn ends are the point part of the brisket that's been cooked to perfection, and it melts in your mouth like beef heaven. So in order for you to get good burn ends, you need good crust, and the trim for a backyard brisket is less severe than the trim for a competition brisket.
Are we doing burn-ins today?
We are definitely going to do burn ends. If you guys want to do comp brisket, show you guys how to do comp brisket, and we're going to do comp on all 4. We're going to do a select, a choice, a prime, and then a wagyu. Right? You guys know the difference, or you want me to kind of talk you through the difference?
I got it.
All right. So if your audience,
Yeah, go ahead. And
all right. So if the audience isn't aware of what the difference is, it's essentially cows in America are graded. You guys know how many grades there are? No, that's not 3 grades. That's like 7 or 8 grades. Anybody? Quiz time. What the grades of beef in America? Quick.
Prime.
Dog
C,
food.
S. What else?
Prime, choice, select, wagyu.
No, Wagyu is not. Wagyu is the type of cow. So there's the difference between the type of cow and the grade of beef, right? So the type of cow could be a steer called an Angus steer, right? It could be a Longhorn. It could be a Wagyu. Could be a certified Angus. So what happens here is that when you have grades of beef in America, there's actually 7 or 8 grades of beef. The one that you remember is through PCS, Prime, Choice, and Select. Below that, you have canner, cutter, commercial, and so on, which you don't see. Those are used to make bouillon and pet food. But for the most part, most people are familiar with PCS. Prime is the highest, followed by Choice, followed by Select. So today, we're going to thrill you guys with all 3, Prime, Choice, Select. And on top of that, we're going to up the game. We got a Snake River Farms Wagyu here. It's a Wagyu Black. This is the same one I cook for contest. We're going to show you guys how we prep it and cook it hot and fast on a number of smokers, including the Weber 22 and any of the other smokers that Justin has in his backyard. We're going to fire them all out if we can, have a good time before I catch my flight tonight.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Sounds
Harry.
great.
All right, cool.
I think we got it. Holy
Okay,
crap! I
okay,
think we got
okay.
it. Come on, baby. All right. What do you guys think? Like just right here?
I think mine's better than yours, bro.
Because everything's
All right,
correct.
ready?
Justin, which camera am I using for?
Just check your phone.
Oh, I don't have.
There you go.
You
I
don't
didn't
have your
grab my
phone?
phone.
Oh, you have.
Oh, yours is.
Which phone do you have?
Yeah, mine.
Oh, okay.
I have Harry's.
Wait, I can text you guys the shop.
I just wanted to make sure that it can do the whole 11 by 14 or whatever. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, hang on. We do. Let's just shoot 4. Okay,
4
1.
here.
Okay, let's do a thumbs up next.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and then let's do a crazy face next. Okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody do a crazy. Okay, crazy.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, cool. All right. All right, do a hero shot here. Let's look like the hero, like me. Like,
Wow.
we gotta kill.
Sweet.
We're gonna kill.
1, 2, 3. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's do a smiling one.
Okay, smiling on.
1, 2, 3.
All right, let's do aloha one. Aloha one. Aloha. Hey, shaka man. Ah.
Yeah, nice. All right.
I think she liked that one.
How they try?
Go check it out and see what you think.
It is.
See, that's the one for the social media shot right there.
Oh, yeah.
Five guys having fun
Oh yeah.
with Justin's
Perfect.
equipment, and we don't even have to clean it after we leave.
Just leave.
I hope he doesn't make you clean it.
Oh, I'm gonna be gone in a little
Oh,
bit.
good for you. Okay, run. Don't be around like 7 o'clock tonight. Okay, run because it's gonna be everything's gonna be smoking and greasy and dirt and. Somebody's gonna have to be rubbing the sauce off the floor. The angry clown, and then we'll do the friendly pitmaster. Okay, let's do 3 takes here.
Okay, that sounds good.
Breathing down, like,
All right.
Yeah, hurry up, Justin. We're gonna do brisket now.
Shut up. I'm already under enough pressure. I don't need any more.
I'll let you press the red button when you're ready. You do behind the scenes here. Okay, all right.
Red-
Yeah,
the
okay.
red button?
Right. Running, ready, rolling,
Test,
rolling.
test,
That
test.
button?
Yeah, running, rolling. Okay.
What?
Yeah, press it button. Okay. All right. You ready?
Hey guys, welcome back to Baby Back Maniac. My name is Justin, and I gotta tell you, when I started on YouTube, there was this TV show on TLC called BBQ Pitmasters, and I love that show. It really inspired me. That was when I was new to barbecue, and there was this one character on the show that I really related with. He's this guy named Harry Sue, and I just got the impression that he was just a normal guy that someday I could see myself barbecuing with and just hanging out. And I don't know if that's really possible, but you know, it's just kind of a dream that I've got, and maybe someday that could happen. I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome back to Baby Back Maniac. My name's Justin, and I gotta tell you, when I started in barbecue, there was this show on TLC called BBQ Pitmasters, and it really inspired me. And one of the characters on the show was this guy named Harry Sue, and what I liked about him was he just seemed like a normal guy. Like someday I could like hang out with him and we could cook barbecue together, and he just seems like the type of guy that would be just fun to do that with. And I don't know if that could ever happen, but it's a great thought. I don't know. It's just something I like to think about from time to time. Anyways, it was better the first time. Hey, are you ready?
Yeah.
Take 3.
Hey guys, welcome back to Baby Back Maniac. My name is Justin, and I just want to tell you, like, when I started in barbecue, I was really into this show called BBQ Pitmasters, and it was the characters on the show that made it really work for me. I feel like I learned a lot, but there was this one character named Harry Sue. The thing that I liked about him was he just seemed like a normal guy, and it made barbecue accessible, because it just felt like someday there's probably, he seemed like the type of guy that someday I could barbecue with and just hang out with, and I don't know. It'll probably never happen.
All right. Take 2.
This guy named Harry Sue. And what I liked about him was he just seemed like a normal guy. Like someday I could like hang out with him and we could cook barbecue together. And it just seemed like the type of guy that would be just fun to do that with. And I don't know if that could ever happen, but it's a great thought. I don't know. It's just something I like to think about from time to time. Anyways.
And by far, this has got to be the big kahuna. I have never seen a 22 with such a big dial. Either the owner must be blind because he can't see the temperature, or he has a big ego.
I'm the owner. Let me explain it. Let me explain it.
All right, okay, go ahead and explain. Why would you have such a big?
I've got a pool. I do a lot of swimming in the pool, floating around, and it gets hot cooking all this stuff down in Texas summer. So I've got to be able to see what my pit's doing, what my Swerve Smoky Mountain's doing.
Okay.
So that's why I got that big dial. When I'm out in the pool, I can easily see what the
So how
temperature is.
far are you from the pit? Because this is one hell of a big dial. The big ass dial. B-A-D. Big ass dial. Right? You know, I need to get one of these things, you know. So
It's nice.
maybe when you're not watching, I'll unscrew it, take it.
Just throw it in your bag.
It's adjustable too, so I've actually got it adjusted so that it's reading grade level. But I'm probably 50, 60, 70 feet away.
Years old.
Yeah, yeah. I do have bad eyes. No.
So now you have it, folks. So T. Roy Cooks, right? He's a YouTuber with a lot of followers, and I subscribe to his channel, so you guys should subscribe to. A lot of great content, and he's the man with the BAD, the big ass dial. Do on a TV set. Been on a few TV shoots, and sometimes the shooter or the director says, "Hey, more smoke, more smoke." So what happens is production system will run around with one of these things. The secret to getting a lot of smoke on camera is to put some cooking oil on the charcoal itself. It generates a lot of smoke and it gives the kind of a backdrop. So the shooter, who's the director of photography, as well as the director and producer, can then basically compose the shot that they want. So it looks like you're immersed in a barbecue environment, and that's good for basically setting up the scene that they want to create to get into the flow of the storyboard.
Huh. So how did you end up on BBQ Pitmasters in the first place?
Everyone has a story about how they get onto barbecue and barbecue TV. I am a total accidental pitmaster. I was never intended to be on TV. By day, I'm an IT nerd. I work in downtown Los Angeles in a fabric-covered cubicle living a Dilbert-esque existence. And I do a very unsexy job building data centers for a living. My job involves a lot of responsibility. I oversee the infrastructure needed to bring water to about 20 million people, 300 cities across 5,000 square miles in Los Angeles. Back in 2008, there was a very famous movie called The Bucket List. It was a docudrama with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. So one of my project managers came to work on Monday and said, hey guys, I saw a great movie over the weekend. It was The Bucket List. Since we're a bunch of IT nerds, we should do something with our life before we all kick the bucket. So she suggested that why don't we just write on a piece of paper. She suggested that we would write on a piece of paper the list of things we would do before we kick the bucket. And to make things more interesting, she decided, hey, why don't we just write stretch goals for each other? So I'm here with my YouTube friends here, and let's say Justin from BBQ MANIAC, who's behind the camera. You can see him. Give a wave. Okay, camera very tough. So he's now in his shop. It's officially now his backyard. So let's say Justin always wanted to say water ski but never had the courage. Then I would write a stretch goal for Justin to take a water skiing lesson. For me, they knew that I love to cook because I do a lot of backyard cooking for my friends and family.
More smoke, more smoke.
More smoke, more smoke. Okay guys, okay, every crew move over here and start fanning and blow the smoke over here so we get a good shot, okay? So what happened was I decided to just kind of humor my coworkers to get them off my back by doing my bucket list item to cook one contest. I filled out the application form, I brought it back to my bucket list group and said, hey guys, look, I'm gonna cook one contest to get you off my back. And they looked at my form and said, what's your team name, Harry? So they looked at the team name I wrote down the bucket list because it will be a one-time throwaway name, I'll never use it again. They said, hey, that's boring, Harry, let's come up with a team name that really is funny. So I said, who cares? I'm never gonna use the name again. If you guys don't like the team name bucket list, give me any name you want because I'm just gonna cook one time using the name. Apparently, when you're from the South and you eat something you really like, it's so good that you wanna slap somebody. So you heard of slap your mama? So they decided, since I'm a daddy, call it slap your daddy. My first reaction was, that's a stupid name. Who wants to slap your daddy? So just to humor my coworkers, I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I went to my very first contest and I won it, and the rest, as they say, is history. So that's how I got this goofy name, Slap Your Daddy Barbecue. We're starting on the right hand side. This is a select brisket, which is the lower grade of brisket among the three. We have a select, followed by a choice brisket here. This is the Angus choice, followed by a prime. And then the last one on the left is the expensive one. This is from the folks at Snake River Farms. I want to give a shout out to them as my sponsor. So this is a Snake River Farm Gold, Black. This is a Snake River Farm Black. And Snake River sells two kinds, a gold and a black. I honestly prefer the black for competition because it's got the right amount of flavor. It doesn't have the excessive, sometimes marbling that the gold has, but you know, again, that's another 3-hour fist fight and argument. Some teams who are winning on the competition circuit swear by the gold. I've used the black to great result. I cooked the black in Texas and it was good enough for reserve champion. So that works for me. Also, the black is a little bit less expensive than the gold. So there you have it. We have 4 briskets here from left to right. Wagyu, Prime, Choice, and Select, which my YouTube friends will be cooking here to show you guys a hot and fast brisket in Justin BBQ MANIAC's backyard. Yep. We're rolling on the take 1, 4 grades of brisket. We're cooking 4 briskets hot and fast with my YouTuber friends today. So I'll talk you through the different grades of brisket. The first one I have here is a select brisket, about 14 pounds. And this is the lowest grade of brisket we have. The second grade here is a Angus choice, and then the higher grade here is a prime. This is the best of the local. This is the best of the. One more time.
Hang on, pause. All right, are you good?
I'll try not to move because if I move the back, if you zoom on me, right, the red kind of set the contrast on my red and the lightness on my red shirt, and I'll try not to move too much. That way.
I'm locked. I'm
Okay,
good.
locked. Okay.
Are you good?
I was. Keep switching back.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. We have 2 cameras this time. 3 cameras. All right, ready? Go. Roll. When you're ready, when you are.
Go.
All right. Take 2. Brisket introduction. We're cooking 4 briskets today, hot and fast. I'm going to talk you through the 4 kinds of briskets that Justin was able to source. The first one is a select brisket. This is the lower grade among the 3 briskets here. This one is going to be a Angus choice, a higher grade, and then the highest grade we have here is the prime. And then to provide for fair comparison, we also are going to be cooking this one from Snake River Farm. This is a Wagyu brisket, very marbled. So we're going to do a shootout with 4 grades of briskets. I'm going to have my 4 YouTubers cook it under hot and fast conditions on a Weber Smoky Mountain 22. After we're done, we're going to have a taste test. I'm going to shuffle up the deck for them. I'm not going to tell them what they're going to be eating at the end. We're going to judge their blind tasting scores and share with you the results of which grade of brisket reigns supreme today.
That looked good.
Okay, right, done.
Yeah.
Want to take again? Or this is good now?
We're good.
We're good. We're
What
going
do
to
you guys think? Did you get it?
You got it? Check.
All right, you guys. So we're just finishing up the brisket trim. Kenneth from What's New Barbecue. Hey, brother Troy. Kenneth from What's New Barbecue. Got to trim the briskets with Mr. Harry Sue himself, the man, the myth, the legend, live in person.
Guys.
Yeah. So it's really, I'm actually picking up quite a bit of information today, which is, I think, going to be really, really helpful. So we got these, the Weber Smoky Mountains back here, coming up to temp. Actually, they're pretty much there. We're cooking at 400 degrees today. So the briskets trimmed up. We're going to get them seasoned up and get them on the Weber Smoky Mountains.
We want to increase the spray time to about, we want to increase the frequency to about every 15 minutes. And that will allow the crust to set really well, give you that beautiful competition style bark.
Good.
I'm in Justin from Baby Maniac's kitchen, and he brings out this little half moon pan. The first thought that came to mind is, hey, let's have some paella for lunch. We're having some tacos, so why don't we do some Spanish rice? Of course, since Justin has an Asian tradition, he's got some jasmine rice, so we're gonna do an Iron Chef with his pan, some jasmine rice, and I have a whole pantry of stuff here. We're gonna pick from it. I'm gonna do an impromptu Iron Chef style paella on the grill outside. And just give it a spritz if you don't mind. And then if the paella is drying out, just put some water.
Okay.
Alright, we're rolling, and we'll just do 4 questions here. Maybe James, you can kind of give a little brief intro of who you are and your YouTube channel.
Yeah, all right, so I'm James. My YouTube channel is Amon Conan Smokers. I'm out of, born and raised in Austin, Texas. Currently live in Kyle, Texas, just south of Austin.
Hey James, what kind of grilling equipment and outdoor equipment do you have? And like,
my favorite, if I had to pick one right now, from the ones that I use, is my Weber Smoky Mountains. I have 4 of them, 2 Weber kettles, Traeger, and a pit grill cooker. I like the Weber kettle just because I could cook mass amounts of food on it. I could set it and feel comfortable that the temp will, hold and be consistent. So if I had to pick one of the ones that I have right now, I would pick my Weber Smoky Mountains.
very cool. So James, what kind of food do you like to cook?
Barbecue and Mexican. Those 2 are probably my 2 favorite. Being born and raised in Texas, barbecue is just in our blood. And those 2 would be my top 2 favorite to eat and cook.
And what are your favorite dishes to eat?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with ribs, and I just love cooking ribs. I cook them probably every single weekend, and that's probably one of my favorite things to eat.
Last question, James. What makes you happy?
Doing stuff like this, hanging out with friends and family and just kicking back, cooking, just having a good time, just being around people that are genuine and that I care about. If I have those people in my life and I'm able to spend time with them, I'm good.
All right, thanks a lot, James.
Thank you.
My barbecue brother. Thanks a lot. All right. Cut.
You couldn't be here today.
Okay. All right. So what do we do? We sign?
Yeah, just sign all 7 of them if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
I think black. I think if we just sign over. Let's just stick with the black. Proud of and why?
I won many awards and over 100 plus first places, like almost 30 grand championships. People always ask me, what is the biggest award I won? The biggest award I've actually won is when I see people's eyes light up when I serve them the food. My biggest reward has been to teach kids, autistic kids, socially challenged kids. I'm starting a new program in America, which I want you to be aware of because I want you to come and join me on the journey. I call it the Weekend Pitmaster program, where you take time out on a Saturday and you go and find a social worker and work with young kids who are disadvantaged and help them develop a new life skill, which is cooking barbecue. I have a class coming up in Hayward, California. I'm going to pilot a program. We're going to meet with a social worker and actually take care of about a dozen or more at-risk kids. We're going to give them a talk, show them some basic life skills using barbecue so that they can turn their life around. I'm going to put it on the internet, teach you guys how I do it, all the bureaucracy and the legal things you need to do, so that you can watch my video and then go out to the world and begin your own program in your respective cities, working with your local social workers.
That's really cool. What's it called again?
We don't have a name for it, but we call it the Life Skills Barbecue Program, where you can take it to a local community center, take it to a local caseworker, and the local caseworker will recruit disadvantaged youths, right, for foster care, for juvenile courts, and then teach these kids give these kids a chance to learn a new skill and turn their life around. Start cooking, so we'll remove the flow, rotate it a little bit. So you can see what's happening to the brisket. 90 degrees fine. So you notice, right, what's happening here? The brisket has puffed up. Can you see that? See, it's puffed up. Yeah. So that's the characteristic signature of a hot and fast brisket. It puffs up, and it's not level. It's not level. It's tilted. The grate is tilted. Here we go. Cool. All right. Cool. Looks good. Perfect. All right. So we can check the crust. So the crust is checked by the scratch test. So you scratch it. It's soft. This part is done. So this part is done. This part is not. So that brisket is getting done faster. So we have to remove the brisket as soon as the crust sets because the Maillard reaction is complete. You're not going to get any more flavors once the crust sets except dry out the meat. You go on this side here. You rotate this brisket here. Oh, careful. That wasn't him. Yeah, almost lost it. My heart skipped a beat. Okay. After the paella exercise, yeah, we don't want any more mishaps here. All right, checking on the paella and do a little taste test here. So it's ready. Make sure the rice is soft. Taste one on this side here. Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
Yeah. Is it ready? Is it soft?
Yeah. Yeah. It's got a little bit of crunchiness of the crust, which is good. And that's actually highly sought after the cooked paella. It is. So pretty dish here. We made it on the fly with some tomatoes and olives and a jar of Texas salsa right there. Yes. Salsa. So cool. Take it off. You want to take it off? Yep. Okay. All right. And put it up.
What's that?
Close up.
Yeah. Let's do it.
And this is number 4, right?
Correct.
We write number 4 on the top of the Sharpie. Gently, don't break the foil. Right. Number 4, please.
You could write it bigger.
That is big for my writing.
Remember, he's a
Chicken
big ass
scratch.
down. Troy from big ass.
BAD over there.
BAD. He can't see it. Right here. Give me a favor. Give him a bigger 4 here.
Bad barbecue.
The man can't see. Gently, yeah. There we go. All right,
Thanks,
go.
Kenneth.
Yep, got it.
All right, go ahead and put it back, please.
On the
Collagen
smoker.
into gelatin, which makes it nice and soft. So imagine this is the triple helix of collagen. You want to relax the collagen, the connective tissue, so that it unwinds. You need 3 things to unwind the collagen. You need time, you need temperature, you need moisture. So you notice I put some beef stock in it so that we can generate some moisture. You notice how I sealed the foil. I'm going to seal it on 3 sides like so. Squeeze out the air, and now you have an airtight pouch. And I have my humble assistant to write number 3.
3 going on.
3 going on, so it's legible. Okay,
Try to
wonderful.
read it.
All right, so put this back here.
BAD.
BAD. Okay, all right.
Hang
Now
on,
we're gonna pull
hang
the
on.
rest. I'm very anal retentive about making holes in
That's
my
all I was
brisket because when I slice for the box, I don't want it to have too many holes.
Well, I was thinking, you know, scientifically, just in the back of my mind, I'm thinking if you punch a hole in a brisket and then you go back in that same hole, you can't really get the same feel to see if it's tender.
Unless
feel
you
yet.
angle it a little bit.
A little bit different. Okay, that's all.
So you remember, you can go a hole this way.
Yeah.
You can go this way, go this way, go this way. So I've got about 5 pokes per hole.
Gotcha.
So I taught you guys the black belt trick again.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Because
I appreciate it.
so many things coming out of the head. You know, when you cook intuitively, you cook for 10 years. A lot of times you do stuff without thinking.
You're automatic.
Until somebody stops you and say, hey, what's that? What's that? Oh, here's the story. So, you know, if you study geometry, there's the straight poke.
Yep.
And there's a poke to the left, right, north, south, east, west. So you can get 5 pokes per hole. This is my 2nd poke, so I got 3 more pokes. That way, when you cut the slice of the brisket, if you're a competitor, you don't want to have a hole when you serve the judge. It's got a little blemish. Not that it matters a lot, but when you're like, you know, the madness of perfection for competition barbecue. That's called the madness of perfection.
Yeah.
Right? You got to be really OCD to do well in barbecue. Right, same here.
Knowledge is power.
It is. I appreciate you sharing.
Here. Cool. All right, so this one is running a little while longer, and that's understandable because this is a lower grade brisket. So when you have a lower grade brisket, usually there's less small brisket to perfection, hot and fast style in the Weber Smoky Mountain. We started out of around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We cooked it for a couple of hours, and then we took it down to about 375. Then we took it down to 350. Then we put the baffle back in, which is the water pan without any water, so to lower the temperature. Then we wrapped it in foil to cook it around 300 degrees. So after about 5.5 hours or so, here's the end result. What we've done is we've done a randomized effort to write down the grade of the brisket underneath the plate, which these guys here cannot see, and I wrote a number on the top. So you guys are gonna eat the brisket. There's gonna be the flat and the point, the fatty and the lean, right? You're gonna eat it, and then at the end of the day, everybody's gonna go around and rank which one they like the best by number. So let's say you like number 2 the best, you call 2 as the top, and then we'll work our way through all 4 different rankings. And then once everybody has the scores in their head, we can look underneath the plate, and underneath the plate shows what grade it is. Sound cool? So go ahead and grab it and make sure that you taste both the point and the flat, the fatty and the lean, and make your decision points that way.
Thanks, Harry. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay, everybody, eat more brisket. More brisket.
More brisket.
More brisket.
Y'all jump
The
in.
Wagyu is about $200, and the Prime was around $50, $60. The Select is about maybe $40, and then the choice is somewhere in between the Select and the Prime. So you will see if the Wagyu, which costs 4 times as much, will reign supreme, or the Select brisket, which is a modest brisket, will reign supreme. So we'll see what you guys think. Make sure you go through all the different pieces before you make a decision. Chew slowly. There's 8,000 taste buds in your mouth, so you will give your taste buds a few milliseconds to adjust. So don't just swallow, chew and swallow. Chew, wait a second or two, let the brain process all the neurons, and then make sure that the flavor decision is made based on all of the firing of all the taste buds in your mouth.
Harry, did you get in on this?
Sorry, what?
Your beef fry?
I've done this a few times, so
Okay.
I'll defer to you guys here. Decision, yeah.
You ready, James?
Yeah. You can just remember what you say, or you can write your numbers on that side of the nitrile thing. Put your initial and then put your alphabet and just
Where's
write
the
which one
number
you
at?
rated. Yeah, it's underneath. So
Okay,
the number is on top. So just pick. Okay, so is that Sharpie here?
Yep.
The number is here.
I thought it was in.
No, it's on this edge. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
So it's 4. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can write your initials. 4, 2, what?
1, 3.
Okay, 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay. Yep. We're all ready for you guys. James. Right?
Yes.
4, 2, 1, 3. Okay.
Correct.
Who's the next? Troy?
It's really hard, y'all.
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready? 4, 3, 1, 2.
And best is
Doesn't matter. You
well,
pick
number wise.
the first number is the
That's
best.
2?
That is number 2.
Wait, oh, that, okay, flip those last 2.
2, 1.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
For me, it is 3.
3. No.
What's this one? Oh, okay, okay. 2.
2.
I was looking this way.
Okay.
2, 3,
3.
1, 4.
Okay. All right. Wow. 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
try.
2,
2.
4,
4.
1, 3.
1. Okay. Right. Do the review. Kenneth, please show the camera what number 4 says.
Number 4 is right here.
Read the bottom.
Number 4 is Prime.
Prime.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Number 3 was a solid second.
Okay,
Okay,
number
what's the
3
three?
solid second. Number 3 is Select.
Select. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Next one. Is the next one is the number 1. Number 1 of the place.
Number 1,
Is the
Choice.
choice. Okay. And the last one is.
Number 2,
Okay. Number 2 is
Wagyu.
Wagyu. Okay. So there you go. There you have it. So the Wagyu rated number 1 twice, but the number 4, which is the
Number 4 is
Prime.
Prime.
Prime. So the Prime and the Wagyu was a tie. So you see that the score? So here's the Wagyu, 2 counts of the Wagyu and 3 counts of the Prime. So
Okay.
what was the conclusion? The conclusion is on any given day, the Prime and the Wagyu will reign supreme among even such a small sample of 5 people, right?
What was
So
Which one was this one? 'Cause I really like this one too. This has really good bark on it.
choice.
I like-
Okay.
I like that one
The
too.
choice is the number 1, which was ranked in 3rd place.
Okay.
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 So it's clear that the flip flop is basically between the Wagyu and the Prime. Now, if I had flipped my score, it would have been flipped. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you would actually, if you take my score, it's a tie. See that? To take my score, it's a tie.
Yeah.
So that the Wagyu and the Prime are equal based on any given day. So third is a solid 3rd is the choice, and then the 4th is the select, right? Yeah, the select is the 4th. So there you have it, right? So here's the conclusion.
Yeah.
Cooking 4 briskets. So this is good intel. Whether you're a backyarder, you are a pro, this is good intel for you. The results bear out. You take my score out. It's a tie between the Wagyu and the Prime.
Okay. I like that.
Cool. It's probably 1 in 100.
Yeah.
So this is not a typical Prime. So I cook a lot, so I can give you my word that Prime was absolutely amazingly marble, way beyond a normal Prime. Now, in terms of costs, which I know you will ask us, is money-wise, right? So tell them the prices of per pound that you bought.
Okay. I got this at Costco. The Prime came from Costco. It was $3.23 per pound. And then the Wagyu came from Snake River Farms.
It's about $200. So $200 for 15 pounds. So it's about 4 times the price.
Yeah. But if you're in a competition situation, you want a little bit of an edge, you're probably going to be more likely to get a better, more consistent end product with the Wagyu, whereas Costco Prime can sometimes be hit and miss. So
Today we got lucky and the Costco Prime was superb, but I can tell you I cook a lot of Prime from Costco. This was exceptional, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this was an outlier or just kind of skewed the results, but definitely If you don't want to take any chances, if you cook a Snake River Wagyu for competition, you definitely have an edge. I wouldn't go to a contest bringing in a prime if I'm up against another 70 teams using a Wagyu steak, a Wagyu for brisket.
There's also a lot more you have to trim off the prime from Costco. So, well, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate you.
Always a pleasure hanging out with my YouTube buddies here, and we had so many ideas to try. Justin is only about 3 hours from me, so look out for more videos. I'm gonna drag him out to California, make him cook some tofu and artichoke with me. So come join us for the ride.
Go check out his YouTube channel, Harry Sue. That's your
yeah. Just look for Harry Sue, Slap Your Daddy.
His rubs, Slap Your Daddy Barbecue is the name of his rubs. You can check them out on his website. Thanks to What's New Barbecue, T-Roy Cooks, and Aim Claim Smokers for coming in.
You guys want to come and do a group hug?
Yeah, group hug again.
Group hug, everybody, group hug. All right, these are a swell bunch of guys. You know, I met them for the very first time coming up to Dallas here, and we feel like we've known each other for a long, long time. Way longer than we think.
All right, folks, we are back. We're home. We're at Brother Choi's house, as you can tell by the background.
Oh, yeah, man.
We just got back from Justin's. Spent the weekend up there with him. Kenneth from What's New Barbecue, of course, Justin, Baby Back Maniac Barbecue, or Baby Back Maniac, and Harry Sue, obviously. And I know I had a great time as someone who is for someone who's a barbecue idol of mine. It was just an awesome experience getting to meet him, hang out with him, and just, you know, chit chat, share some secrets. I had a good time. What about you, Brother Troy?
Oh, I had a blast. Tell you what, Harry Sue's like a whirlwind, man. He just non-stop action. It was a trip just seeing him do his thing, but non-stop, man. The whole day, it was miraculous. It was crazy.
Yeah, you couldn't strap the guy
time.
down if you wanted to.
No, it was great meeting Harry Sue, though.
Yeah, so we, you know, there's tons of footage. Obviously, we had so much going on, and you know, it just made for an amazing weekend. So I want to thank Brother Choi for
thank you,
driving.
bro. Appreciate it.
And for having me along with his trip. And of course, thanks to Justin for the invite. Don't forget to check out, of course, Brother Choi's channel, What's New Barbecue, Kenneth's channel, Baby Back Maniac's channel, and Harry Sue's channel. I'll make sure to leave a link down below in the description box. Just hit the show more, and it'll take you to the channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. You know, some of it was kind of behind the scenes stuff. So you know, listen, on a weekend like this, when you have someone like Harry Sue, you just sit back and enjoy the ride, and that's what I attempted to do. So, you know, I mean, you're seeing like footage jump from one to another, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Typhoon, man.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching again. Go check out the four of the guys, and I know they truly appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Take care.
Cheers.